most of us just focus on perfections, which we could never be perfect. But you know what? We can be good. We can be better than yesterday, and we can be great tomorrow.
Welcome to Pushing Your Peers podcast, the number one podcast in the region for living a progressive and happier life. This is the season finale of season 1. And before we dive in, I want to thank each and every one of you for rocking with us all season long. Your support, comments, and cheers have made this journey unforgettable. But don't worry, we'll be back stronger than ever for season 2 on October 21st, 2025. For our final episode, I'm joined by Mr. Chowah, a talented artist based right here in the Turks and Caicos Islands. In this conversation, he shares his journey into music, the importance of persistence and positivity, and how cultural identity shaped his art. We also talk about music as therapy, the power of collaboration, and his dream to represent both Haiti and the Turks and Caicos Islands on the global stage. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and share this episode. Sit back, relax, and let's get ready to push some peas. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Chawaa to Pushing Your Peas podcast. Mr. Chawaa is one of the hardest local artists here in the Turks and Caicos
Thank you.
Islands.
Thank you for
And
the
I
compliment.
am excited to have him here on the show. So, Mr. Chawaa, tell us,
Uh-huh.
how did you get into the music industry? What inspired you to become an artist?
I would say, okay, so I went to AJ Robinson, and when I was in third form, and the classmate that I was actually my brothers, that I would say, I raised with those boys, and I look at them as family, and they look at me as family. I would say when we were in class, man, we used to be some unruly, free spirited guys. And you know how you used to be junk on your decks, and it was that time where I think the song named Dougie, Teach Me How to Dougie, it was kind of on point. So
Yeah.
yeah, so people used to be on their desk dropping the beat. So I was always afraid to come out and actually say that I can do this and do that. And one time it was all of us in a circle, and I was sitting on my desk, not paying attention, and I was like, I get up and I'm like, okay, it's time. I gotta show myself. And I get in between the
For sure.
crowd, and although my classmate was like cheering for me, and from that time I recorded my first track in Grand Turk with another artist named Lil Gigi. And it was like, okay, I think it's time for music. And that's how it was like not my full thing, but I realized it's something that I love, and it's like a passion to me. I do it because it's the passion. I look at it as a, how would I set it? Like a hobby, more like a therapy. I feel better when I'm stressful. Anything could go wrong, but the moment I'm in the studio, I don't have to do much. Listening to a beat makes me feel happy. So I'm like, okay, maybe I should just continue with it.
Bob Marley had this quote. One thing about music, when it hits, you feel no pain. So hit me with music.
Tell you, every beat, every rhythm, it's like music, man. And even up to right now, like if I'm gonna do anything that needs to get my focus, it's either I have on a headphone or I have some speakers around me, and that's how I really like. Okay, it get me going. It's a form of therapeutic for me.
Mr. Chawaa,
Yes, sir.
tell me when you became Mr. Chawaa. Like when you know, I would say how the young people is saying. When did you know that you was him?
I okay, so I would say that I during COVID, I released this track called Turks and Caicos Island. It was a song that I made about the island, but it was right before the island gets shot down. And so during COVID, it was a lockdown, so I was at home, and there were people sending me TikTok. I wasn't all that on TikTok. I didn't know the platforms yet. And there were like other people sending me TikTok videos, and I have some white folks pretending to have a beach with their TV laying inside their house and sending me videos, welcome to the island, Turks and Caicos Island. And then I was like, oh man, I'm really that guy. People using my music doing lockdown. And that's when I was like, okay, lockdown, people really listening to my music like that, that should
Mm.
that's Chowah. It's Chowah. And I had a signature on every track that I released. I'm like, ooh. So once you hear that, ooh, and then people will see me on the street and they will see me anywhere. They'll be like, ooh, Chowah. And I'm like, okay, that's Chowah. That's how
what
you
what
tell.
what has been your favorite track thus far? Like which track has brought out, like, you know that this was the one?
I would say the one that I still know that's the one. But the one that I know it's the one, it's the same track that I mentioned titled Turks and Caicos Island. It's like welcome
Okay.
to the island, Turks and Caicos Island. And it's like that. That's when I realized that I was moving more not into rap, but more into a so-called Afro type of genre. And that's when I realized that's when I really master myself because I haven't done any
Mm.
featuring, and I used to tell the other artists is that I'm actually trying to master myself, trying to find which rhythm that is me, and that song really bring out my rhythm because it was like multi languages. I spoke Spanish on it and did a little bit of Creole, like make everyone feel because we blend in. And I was like, okay,
Right.
that's really hard work to make something like that. So that
That
track, Turks and Caicos Island, was like one of the track that I was after I recorded, I was like smiling the whole way through. I'm like, did I just make did I make an anthem song? That's what I thought about it. Like that's something that should be playing. That should be, but it's still in my head. That's still my number one.
Chava, there's a lot of people in on the music scene. I've seen a lot of artists come through, and I've seen them gradually fade away, but you have maintained a level of consistency with your music, and I want to know how do you keep going? Like, where's this drive coming from? Because I know you also have a job,
I
right?
do
And
have a
maybe
job.
maybe that's what kill a lot of artists here, balancing both. But for it's fire. You're pushing through all of this. So tell me, where does this drive come from for you to consistently put out music?
Well, I do have to just to be grateful, and honestly, I do have some people around my surrounding that really love me in my music. So when I see them, they will be like, "Chow, do you have something coming out?" It's like I have this fan base here that like I wouldn't even notice or I don't know about, and it'd be random places. People be like, "I haven't seen you drop a new song yet. What's going on, and how is it going?" But I would say juggling through it with work, it's a hard task. And especially I didn't have access to a studio, and I only now started having access to a studio. This is my little setup at home, and that's my mic here. Like it's only now that like my latest track, it was self-produced, like right in my bedroom. So I would say only now I started feeling like I have the opportunity to go. But most time I will call producers like, "Hey, I want to walk with you," and nobody has time because they got to go to work, they got to do
Yeah.
this. Or sometimes I'll be scheduled and I got to reschedule because I was ready and they had something else coming up. The challenge was the challenge is tough, but like I mentioned earlier, I feel like it's more of a form of therapy to me. That's how I get to express myself. That's how I get to express what I see around me, and my music is always a story, right? It's not about me. I'm talking about something that I actually see around. So I would say, because the love of music, and I keep going, and I'd say thank you for my boss.
Wow.
I'd say thank you for my boss. A big shout out to her. Anytime that I'd be like, you know what? I know I had to do 8 hours today, but I kind of want to do five because I have this one session with this guy and I can't
Mm.
miss it. And some days I'm telling you, I'll be ready for the session, leave work, and go wait in the parking lot trying to get a session. And time like that, I got a text, "Oh, bro, I couldn't make it." People have their lives going on, but it's like, okay, I don't mind next time. But I would say I'm gladly and thankful for my boss who actually understand that music is my passion as well. So she gives me not slack, but I really, once I tell her that I'm gonna do a studio session or I got something, if I tell her in advance, she wouldn't stop me.
That's
And
amazing.
that's what been having music going for me. I have few believers that know that okay, and I got people telling me a lot of things, but the reality is, I just keep making music.
Just keep putting it out there. Chow, Mr. Chow, I relate to that so much. Even having a podcast, you just got to keep doing it. If it's bringing you happiness, if this is your calling, you just got to walk in it, and eventually those doors will open up,
I
you
feel
know?
I feel like once you do what you love, eventually it will be successful.
Yeah.
But I feel like success don't just come in one day. You got to walk towards it.
Amazing.
And I'm telling you, congratulations on your podcast for keep on working towards it. And it's the same for me with my music. I keep
Yes,
on
man.
looking for the new sound, the new ways to go about things, the new way to tell a story without disturbing anyone, without hurting anyone, or make everyone feel like it's a beef or anything. It just I'm out of the way. I'm a free spirit. I'm making music. I want everybody to dance and enjoy, and that's more like it.
Mr. Chawa, you are a celebrity here. I look at you as a celebrity, even
Thank you.
the quality of work you put out. But you're a celebrity in two communities, the Haitian community and the Turks and Caicos Islands community. And recently we've been having some tensions. And I want you to speak to these tensions and spread some light on it. You wearing both hats. I want you to,
That's
to
right.
spread
That's
some
right.
light. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I would definitely say that from me being grateful for from where I am right now and from my memories from my childhood, jumping up the dock in Grand Turk, eating peas and grits, like the stew soup. Yeah, I still have the legume, I still have the sauce pois, I still embrace it. But I would say when it comes to that, I really I see some things on the media like I don't like politics and I don't want anyone to misinterpret what I said or makes me feel like I'm on that side or no side. So I just prefer to just be just I'm neutral, a free spirit
Yeah,
living. I love both places. Like I said, like this is Turks is literally my second home. Because most of my not even adults, I'd say most of my teenager kids running around, no shoe, it was in Turks and Caicos, man.
for
So I
sure.
would say to the people, I would speak on behalf of myself. I'm grateful to be in the Turks and Caicos Island, and I'm happy to be. That's how do I said it? I'm part of the community, part of the society. I'm part of tourism. Like I said, I've been a bartender for like since 2014, and I'm still one up to right now. I'm literally contributing to what helps me where I am right now, and
For sure.
this is where I even made a song about it. And I'm not speaking for everybody, but it's this fact that people can be ungrateful, but not all. Some people really understand. And if there were anything in the Turks and Caicos, I'd say I'd be one of the frontliners who'd be like, "What's the what we doing?" Because this is
Right,
home.
for sure.
That's how I feel, and it's like, and I don't see myself as a threat, and I don't see any Turks Island as a threat to me. I've seen everyone like my brother, family, because that's how I greet everyone, and that's how they greet me. And I would say, Turks and Caicos, every nation have they bad and they downfall, but I could say that if you really know the people and be with the people, you'd at least know that it's a lovely place. So on behalf of some people that might be saying, because in terms of exchanging, people get angry, people get
For
mad,
sure.
people
For
say
sure.
things they weren't supposed to say. Like I read some of the comments and I'm like, ah, that
Mm.
that didn't make sense. But in reality, man, I gotta tell you, I love the Turks and Caicos Island, and this is my second home. I love Haiti. This is my first home, and all I could say is that I'm just a free spirit living in the middle of everything. But I don't see the race. I see the human race. I want
Amazing.
I want what's good for my Turks Island people, and I would and like I would always mention to some folks, depend on what they say in the media. I'm like, if Turks Island is first, why have a problem? Because
Yeah.
if you first, I'm second.
Yeah.
Why mad? I want you to
For
be
sure.
first. Because if you first, you definitely recognize me. So I'd say, on behalf of all of that, I'd want to say I apologize for some people that didn't take their time to read their comments or make some bad comments or say things that they wasn't supposed to say. But like I see it, I don't see, if were to have a kid right now, they will know that Turks is their home.
For sure.
And if I'm thinking that, if I'm seeing that, if I experience it, it's because I had a good experience. That's why I want them to have that experience too.
For sure. Mr.
So
Chowah, thank you. Go
thank you.
ahead. Thank you for sharing that. And I don't know if you remember meeting me. I've met you a few times in public, and I always have to say, every time I meet you, it's positive vibes. Like you don't have negative energy around you. So, ladies and
I
gentlemen,
like it.
what he's saying is actually the truth. This guy is truly that type of person in public. Very free
It's
spirited, very positive. Like you feel it when you come in
dude.
contact with yeah,
It's like. Guess what? It's passion, it's positivity, and it's peace.
for
And
sure.
you just want to. Not everyone want peace. And with me, I just feel like I'm gonna go to bed knowing that I don't have a problem with anybody. Besides that, I'm too drunk to sleep.
Amazing. Ladies
No,
and
that's how I
gentlemen,
feel.
please comment and like and share this video if you want to get involved with this conversation. And also reach out to Mr. Chowah. His handle is right there. So please reach out
Yes,
to him
please.
and check out his music. I've been following him for quite some time, and I am thoroughly impressed with every project that he's put out. He's definitely one of the artists to look out for in the coming future. I think he has tremendous talent, and I can't wait to see his name in the global. He already has a very unique name, so I do see his name hitting the global stage.
Thank
So,
you.
Mr. Chawah, thank you so much for coming on pushing your piece. But we ain't done yet.
No, no, I'm
We,
here. I'm here. I'm here.
we still gotta push some piece.
Let's do this. Let's push the
As,
piece.
so, any words or word that begins with the letter P, you now have an opportunity to
Hey,
push your piece. And these words have to be words that have been transformational to your journey, your development.
okay. Well, just to say, I'm about to push all my P's right now. So what I see is that I see persistence, I see progress, I see peace, I see positivity, and I see passion. And these are all
Mm.
my P's, and I'm pushing it all.
Now let's talk about one of them. Like, just talk about one in particular. Any like you talk about
I felt
persistent
I
passion.
would
Which
say
one of them stands out the most to you?
I would say the persistence, like you said, especially not so much things going on with music, is having the hard work, is knowing that if you work hard, you there's a reward and never to give up. And this is why persistent is one of the keys and one of the P's that I just want to make sure. Because if you work hard and never give up, man, you got to be persistent at it. And that's the only way you keep on seeing me dropping new track, a little
Mhm.
this, a little that. Some days I wish I could have dropped more, but some days I'm like, man, I like how I'm going because I just dropped something and people likes it. Whether it's three folks, I'm still happy, man, because it's my passion and the positivity. That's what keep me going. And I bring when people hear my stuff and they know me, they could tell it's all positive because I don't rap about gang, I don't rap about shooting, I don't rap about some of the things. I just avoid it because if I'm not doing it, so all I do is spread positivity towards all and make sure that everyone's know that I'm here for peace. I'm not here for anything else.
And I want to add something to that. You talked about persistence, and I want people to also know that persistence doesn't mean perfection.
No,
It means you get better every time. You learn from those bad tracks you drop 2 nights ago.
Oh
You know.
man, not even that. I even learned from the first track I drop, and the whole part of it is learning the whole way through because you have to
Right.
learn. And if you doing the same thing on repeat, you don't learn from it. Like what's wrong? Part of us is to evolve. We constantly growing up every day. So I feel like if my music was better last year or 2 years ago, when I drop something, I want to make sure like it's actually way better.
For sure.
Yep. But you know
Amazing.
what? The word say fall 7 times, get up eight.
I love that.
Now
Absolutely.
persistent will always keep you on the rise and get you going. And like I gotta say to you too, man. I like how you represent the culture. I like how you do your things. I like how you keep your things. And I could say to you the same way. You're a peaceful guy and you're a positive guy. You go
For sure.
towards what you want to do. And it is not so much of us like out here right now.
For sure. And that's why we gotta continue to uplift each other,
And
as much as we can.
that's a lot we don't do, but I could
Yeah.
say when I see another young brethren like me, I'll give you your flowers. Like people know I'm not gonna hide it just to say what you do is good. People who hide it just hate. Only hate
For
can make
sure.
you yeah. Only hate can make you hide things that are actually real. It's right there. The guy is
Right.
doing his thing. He's making his thing. Why can't you just clap for it?
For sure.
And I would
And
say we deserve a round of claps.
definite, bro.
Definitely, we deserve a
Yeah,
round
for
of applause
sure. For
because
sure. And Chow, Mr. Chow, you said something too. Like the round of applause, you gotta be able to clap for yourself. Because
first,
sometimes we're too hard on ourselves.
I feel like you said the word before, most of it just focus on perfections, which
Yeah,
we could never be perfect. But you know what? We can be good. We can be better than yesterday,
for sure.
and we can be great tomorrow.
Definite.
But
It's
I don't see
something
perfect.
I learned, I've learned even with this podcast journey and everything, like you just learn from each episode and you build. Obviously, there's no perfect episode, but what I've realized, Mr. Chow, from the outside looking in, nobody knows if it's a perfect episode.
You're right. You're right.
Only we set the standards too high for ourselves and beat ourselves and drop out. But to the average person looking in, they're like, "Oh, this is a pretty cool show." They ain't looking at all the little mistakes that we made throughout this whole conversation.
I literally love that energy because most times you got to think of people. People think different because most time people just waiting for your downfall. People just
Mm.
waiting for you to say the wrong thing and then carry along with it. But at the same time, I would say that congratulations to you still because people see all the good sides. That means it's good, man. It's good.
For
It's good.
sure.
So that's what I would say. Congratulations to you still. People still see that good side. Like I could say, I see the good side of it. And I
For sure.
think I met you. I met you fewer times, and I remember the last time I met you, I was throwing an event at Cielo, I think, and I saw you come through, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
was like, hey man, tonight isn't open for Cielo, but it's open for the event. But go ahead, go enjoy yourself. I'm just letting you know, whatever you're doing, what you're doing, keep doing it. And,
Yes, you did do that.
and I'm gonna tell you the truth. I should have tell you, man, keep pushing your piece because you keep pushing. That's what I should. That's what I should have said. It's like, but
For
it was
sure.
just that it was busy. I was getting ready for the event, and I just happened to see you pop up, and I was like, okay, you can't stop the man. He got to go through no matter what. But let me let him know what's going on.
For
It's a
sure.
different party, but come through, man. Push your piece, and that was the time that I would say that I really had a not a not a closeout, but a really closeout to tell you, man, I like your work and keep doing what you're doing because it's really good. And
Appreciate you,
we
Mr.
never
Chow.
know. Like I said, I do you doing it because you love it,
For sure. For
and
sure, man.
we never know. One day it might be me in your mention, or it might be you in my mention. We here for another interview because we already know what it's like, and that's how I visualize it.
Man,
And
I listen from your lips to God's ears, man.
man,
I
I'm just
claim
telling you.
that
So
for
I
sure.
would say keep the persistent going, keep pushing the P's, and it's your passion. Keep making what you do best, man. I'm telling you, I wasn't expecting such a great interview, but it's amazing. It
For sure,
is
bro.
amazing. Like I
We
watched the
ain't
previous
done
one.
yet.
No, I'm
We
here.
ain't
I'm
done
here.
yet.
I'm here.
So, I mean, Mr. Chowah, there's a spin-off question
Talk to me.
that I ask all my guests.
Huh?
Every guest gets a different one. Are you ready for your spin-off question?
Well, okay. The way you the way you say if I'm ready for the span of questions. Yes, I think I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm
All
ready.
right. If your life was a theme park,
Uh-huh.
what would be the main attraction? I think I know
That's.
this.
I mean, as much as I love it, but I say personality, and
Okay,
it would be my main attraction because people would want to meet me for who I am and for the personality and the vibes. It's just different. A
for sure.
uniqueness way out of it because it just I'm into I got many skills, but just that I feel like my personality always come first out of all of them, and this I felt, and I would say it just the vibes they're gonna come
For
for.
sure.
They come
For
for the
sure.
personality and the vibes.
For sure. And that shined throughout this entire episode. I
That's
got two more questions for you, Mr.
talk
Chow.
talk
Just
to
two
me,
more.
talk to me.
The second question, before we wrap this up,
Uh-huh.
you've touched on Afrobeat, soca. Uh, where do you see yourself in the music industry in the next 5 years?
Wow, it's I would say I let God be the judge of that. But in reality,
Okay,
for me and my vision, what I visualize for, I would say I visualize because let's say Turks and Caicos become a worldwide tourist destination. You find many artists, you find many rappers, and the only reason why, not only reason the reason why I keep producing is the fact that you don't know. Maybe one day a rapper will come through and be like, "Who's one of the local artists from here?" And
for sure.
I'm not sure I'm gonna be the first, but maybe I'd be the second, and maybe I'd have a featuring. Maybe it'd be a way through. Maybe someone on the internet will
For
run
sure.
my track and be like, "Oh, this guy literally different. He his own style, his own everything." But I would say if I can, not if I can, when that opportunity come, I would say I would want to represent the world and show that where I'm from, show where I was raised, and show the world the culture of both sides. I definitely would like to be on a big stage, man, with like more than 100,000 of people rapping both flags, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like,
For sure.
yeah, that's what I see.
I see it for you too, Mr. Chawa. Final question.
Uh-huh.
There's a young Mr. Chawa watching this episode who hasn't put out a track yet.
Uh-huh.
What would be your advice to that young Mr. Chawa watching this episode right now?
You know, I would tell that young Mr. Charles that the road is not easy. It's tough, and there's a lot of P's about it. They got to make sure it's their passion first, and then they got to make sure that if it's their passion, find a way to get through it. I'm not telling you to go. Not all of us risking it all, but I'm saying you got to be able to balance in life because you gotta put some food on your table. You gotta pay your bills at the same time, and in order to balance it, you gotta find your passion in another skills or somewhere else to put in time to make it. And all I could say is that don't give up if you're out there.
For sure.
If there's a child listening to me or that's seeing me, all I would say is that don't give up. It may take time, but who knows? Do what you
Amazing.
love, and one day the gate will open, the door will open, like they always said, right? So I'd say be persistent, Make sure it's your passion. Keep a positivity around you and keep showing the good vibes. And not everyone's really find themselves. And I would say that if you're a young Chowah out there, please be more on the positive side
For sure.
and the peaceful side because we need it at home. Right now, we literally need the peaceful and the positivity and the good vibes because all that we need more people to tell the youth what really good. And just being an artist is not just making music and getting people buying it. It's the way you carry yourself as well because you have a follower that is looking at you, that is watching you. So if you're a young child out there listening to this podcast right now, pushing peas, all I would say is that stay out of trouble, keep making your thing, get your personality right, and the right door will open for you.
For
And
sure.
don't give up. And if there's a child out there, they could always feel free to hit me up because
Boom.
I wish I had someone tutor me the whole way towards my music career. It was just me unlocking what I think, what I like. But if I had a professor, I probably would
Be
have been
much
yeah.
further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd say if there's a child out there, they could feel free to reach out to me, right? Whether it's questions, advice, how did I do this, or where I make my beat, how I get my beat. Like they should feel free.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chowah, up and coming global star,
Yes, sir.
based right here in the Turks and Caicos Islands. He's
In
been
the
on this
tricks and token.
episode, dropped so many gems. Please hit him up. Please comment. Let's keep this conversation going. I also want to say a big shout out to all my fans who've watched season one of Pushing Your Peace podcast. This is actually the final episode of season one. I'm going to be back next month, but it's such a powerful and positive way to end the season. And I want to thank Mr. Chowah for coming on and leaving Pushing Your Peace season one on a positive, with so much positive energy. Thank you for being a part of this episode, Mr. Chowah. Any final words before we go?
I would say thank you to your followers as well. And I'd like to tell my followers to follow you and give you the support that you need as well, because collaboration is what could get us supporting one another. And the final word would be like, keep pushing your P's and stay positive.
Love it.
Thank you for having me, my man.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chowah, please like, follow, and subscribe. And we'll see you next month on Pushing Your Peers podcast.